Let's talk about all things Portugal. Portugal last won in 2017. This year, we're talking like I can't even remember it ever happening before. They are singing in English. The song is "Love Is on My Side" by Black Mamba. They're going to perform 12th in semi-final 2, and I know someone who's got all the lowdown on all things Portuguese. It's the lovely David. Let's get your take, David.
Okay. Well, I think yes, semi-final to 12 position. We are sandwiched between a powerful song from Albania and one of my personal favorites, Bulgaria. Come on, but yeah, I think we draw a good place in semi-final. But the song is really okay. It's not bad. It's not great either. You know, we gotta take that for the first time. We gotta sing fully in English because in the past we put some parts in English there and there. But yeah, but also I like. I think the only thing good about this song is Tatanka's voice. It's really distinctive. It's not. You cannot find a voice like this in the whole of Eurovision, of course. And yes, I think of course we are a little bit damaging this song, but we are doing we are damaging the song. No, it felt as though everyone was expecting me, but he got purchased by the juries. This was the second time in a row which the the second favorite of the juries and the televote won, and actually it came second in televote because the top two of the televote were English songs. So Portugal was torn. Televote was doing that, but it is. I think it's gonna struggle, of course, because I think Albania will probably will kill it. Will Angela will probably do a good staging, and also Victoria will have a dreaming staging. I don't know we're gonna do it on staging, but let's see if RTP will have something on our sleeves. On their sleeves.
It'll be interesting. We wait to see what that happens. You're right. It's on before. Sorry, not before. It's on after Albania. The song following it is Bulgaria. Andy, do you think that's going to have an impact on Black Mamba's chances?
No, not in the slightest. The Black Mamba singer has a unique voice, and the song is unique. When I saw it first, and I watched it on YouTube, I wasn't keen. And then when I was listening to all the songs and I was wandering around the house and just, the half listening, this one really stood out. And so it's growing on me quite a lot. I just find it a bit annoying to watch. But no, I don't think its position is going to do it any harm whatsoever. And I think it will struggle to qualify, but it's nice enough song. I prefer it to the Russian song.
There we go. We can't say fairer than that. Hayley and Matt, I mean, I find this one to be a bit of an earworm, and like literally, even though before today I hadn't listened to it since Festival de Cancel, I looked at Portugal and immediately I just had the refrain just going through my head. Da, 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 da. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Oh.
It just gets stuck in my head a little bit, but in a bad way, because I really can't get on board with it at all. I think when I looked it up on the betting, it was like 150 to 1, which I think is quite generous, to be honest. No.
To be fair, Albania before it is 250 to 1.
Well,
so you're working your way down the betting odds, I think.
Yeah. So we're talking about places and stuff like where it's positioned. I don't think there's a place that would make it do very well, to be honest. And where they are certainly is not going to help them. But maybe I'm just being harsh. But
oh, Matt, what about you?
Very similar. I think the position in the draw immediately before Bulgaria is actually going to make them disappear. I think as soon as the uniqueness of Victoria comes on, this guy is, I'm afraid to say, going to fade into to the back of everyone's memory. What I would say is, I think we already know what the staging is going to look like, because I suspect it'll look very much like the video that you can get on YouTube, which isn't great either. So I'm not a fan. To me, this is a non-qualifier. It is a shame, but that's just my take.
I think it's a shame in some ways, because I think Portugal have sent a song in English this year, and I think when a country tries something new, you just want it to work for them. I think, or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just too nice like that. You know, Gustav, you like a ballad?
I do, and I love this song.
Yeah.
I think it's lovely, and very much the kind of music that I would listen to outside of the competition. So with that said, I think it absolutely will non-qualify, sadly. But it's a lovely song, and I would love to have it in the final, but I can't see that happening.
Oh, do you know what? It would be nice to see it. I see you've got another sparring partner in the making. Georgina, one of the panelists. If put that back on again, Elliot. There we go. It's from the lovely Georgina. Me and Gustav never agree.
It wasn't enough with Elliot. I had to have another one too.
Well, yeah, I suppose, you know, you've got to have lots of sparring partners there. Lena, what's your take on this one?
I hate to pile on, but everything about this is just not for me. So I'm going to say it's a no from me, dog, with everyone else.
Donna, let's go to you.
Yeah, I like this one. I agree with Gustav. I've liked this one since it came out, and when Stuart first drew our attention to it, I was like, yes, I like this. The only problem is, it really reminds me a lot of the Makes in 2015, and we know how well that did. Last for its own country hosting. So I'm really, really hoping it does much better than that, and it will qualify. Because I really like it personally, but me personally don't feel it's in a very good position. Not with Bulgaria so close. You've got that run of ballads as well, with great vocalists. And yes, he is obviously a male in the pack there. That might help, but it's pretty much which one people are going to think of the four that are going to be the best on the night. So we'll just have to see.
It's going to be interesting. I'd love to see them qualify, and I think I have a lot of Timothy Terry here. So the staging is extremely classy, focusing on the various instruments. Little John's put, he seems so genuine and unique, unlike Cough Cough Cyprus, a controversial potentially opinion with some members of the panel, and perhaps not much with some others. I'm looking at Elliot. And also we've got Portugal has been giving us quality. Their entries are always underrated. I kind of trod on Elliot's toes a bit there, but let's get Elliot's opinion on this song.
That's fine. You're saving me a job scrolling back up, so thank you. This is not good. Let's just call it as it is. If they wanted to send a song in English, they should have sent Neve with Dancing with the Stars, because that was a beautiful ballad, which was really emotional and it could have done Portugal really well. This is like the Makes, and I hated that. It's like a wedding singer. It's a wedding band. That's what I got from watching it. It was a wedding band. I'm sorry. The song is lovely. The lyrics are lovely. I don't like his voice. I'm sorry. I really don't. And then, as Donna said, you've got a string of 4 ballads with Finland going after them. I see this doing well with the juries. I see this probably like 6th or 5th with the juries, but then we've seen so many times, like Claudia Faniello was 5th with the juries in 2015, got nothing from the televote, so fell out. And I think that is what's going to happen again. And it will be a shame because they seem really genuine, but I don't see it for Portugal, sadly. I don't. And people know this on the panel, I'm not a big fan of Portuguese music. I didn't like Telenovais. I got slated for it on the show and I told I was rubbish and had no taste, and then it didn't qualify. So I'm going to stand by this and say we won't see it in the final, sadly, because I'm obviously in the chat room, some people really love it, but I think to the millions watching it just won't have the same effect, sadly.
Well, do you know what? The UK votes in semi-final 2, and I shall be picking up my phone and exercising my right, or as I'd like to call it, performing my civic duty and voting in this year's Eurovision Song Contest.